But he's getting the welder out. I'll send the welder up and see if we can get her welder back together, because I'm sure we can't get that part we need. I'm sure we can't get that. Guys, today is Tuesday. Yeah, we're going to Tuesday 21st. About 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 4:30 by now. Today's closer to 4 though. Got off work a while ago. I have come over here to the neighbor's house next to my dad. He wanted us to, told we could have his hay for cutting. So I'm over here, gonna go start cutting his hay today. Hopefully I can knock it all out today. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try like heck to get it done today. I don't want to cut this field after dark. I ain't been in this field and cut this field since I was 15 years old. I'm 44 as of last week. So you're talking 29 years. I ain't cut this field, so I don't want to run it after dark. I want to run it during the day. So I'll get it close. I can cut out of it today. I might have to come back tomorrow and cut some more of it. Plan to go start knocking it out today. And I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm sweating profusely because it is hot outside. I don't know who opened the gates of hell, but close it. It's hot. Good gracious, it's hot outside. 98 degrees probably, that's what I said. It's humid. You can't get the stuff off of it. So I keep a close eye on temperature gauge on tractor. I did rinse the radiator out really good a while ago, and the condenser on the air conditioner before I got started to help keep it cold. Hey, a little trick for you guys, tip out there for you guys. Get you some air conditioner coil cleaner. And not necessarily that stuff, but find some good air conditioner coil cleaner when you clean out your radiator and tractor. Soak that thing down good. You'll be surprised the amount of dirt that comes out of it. Me and Alex started doing that last year on the 9500 combine on the turbo, the intercooler for turbo. We got having trouble with it, thought we had to buy a new one. Put a couple bottles of that in there and washed it out for 2 or 3 hours, and we pulled out a 5-gallon bucket, just garbage out of it. We thought the thing was clean. So that thing has run like a drink since it's staying cool and it's running better. So get some of that, keep it around, and wash out your radiator with there down there. Especially doing stuff like hay and bush hogging, where you'll pick up a bunch of small particles. Even disking, we'll get a lot of dust up. And it really will make that tractor run 100 times cooler. And this time of year, make the air conditioner run cooler, which is the perk right now. So this is the field we're looking at. Runs along the creek down here, back to back there, up through here, got a little slope. If I remember right, there's a ditch about halfway through right here that comes off that hill. Again, I ain't been on it in 29 years, so we're about to find out together. I'm gonna stay probably 2 passes off this edge right now because I think I did some logging back here. And I don't remember this fence being this clear. And this is the spot we knocked the decimal out of time on this next field back here we just come out of. So I'm gonna stay a little bit off this fence just for now. I don't need to knock this thing out of time. Yeah, I don't need that. Free hay is not free once you break the decimal. So I'm gonna set this thing down and get started, and we'll get back with you in a minute after I get this thing cut out and get a better feel for what I'm doing, because I need to pay attention to what I'm doing to begin with. So I don't need to start afternoon off breaking decimal. Yeah. So as you can see there, I've made 1, 2, 3. I'm on my 4th pass around through here now. It's thin in spots, but it's got a lot of clover in it. You see a lot of white clover, a lot of red clover in this field. And it's actually pasture. I've come across 2 hay rings in the edge of woods, and I've actually had to cut around the spot where they fed hay at this winter. I've cut through it twice, and it's just rougher and common. Cut around it. I don't need to break again. Try not to break anything. Good news. Well, we'll tie this in with the video. You probably see it from Alex. Let's got a picture from Alex. He has broke the fire out of the planter. Woo! Got him over here. That don't look like a good break. So, but he's getting the welder out. I'll send the welder up and see if we can get her welder back together, because I'm sure we can't get that part we need. I'm sure we can't get that. Dang it. Good news is, I guess it didn't break till we knew soybeans after wheat, and we're almost let's say about halfway down planting them. But we can get it fixed. It just looks bad. It looks pretty good so far. I GPS this a while ago just because I was wondering. It's about 10 acres here we got. I think there's another eighth of an acre up here by the road I'm gonna go cut last because I've cut that last couple years for him. I know what's in that field. It's around his house he's got up here. So I'll cut that last. But I'm staying away from the edge right here. That edge scares me. Again, try not to break anything. Just want to get some hay cut, not break anything. So far the tractor's staying halfway cool. The air conditioner is blowing some good lukewarm air out so she ain't too hot. We're making progress though. Fingers crossed I get this 10 acres done tonight. I really want to be done with this tonight. I'd like to be done with this tonight, and the hot as it is, I can bale it tomorrow if I won't have time. I'll get the rake out and rake it all tomorrow, and come back and bale it probably Thursday. That's the thing now, but I gotta get it all cut today. Get it cut before dark. That's where we're at.
Well, you know, got a little question for you. Start right off. Is that supposed to be like that? You know, with a chain and dragging the ground? No, she's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, looks like I broke my frame in half. So, still over here around me and Jesse's planting beans. Just finished up. Wasn't even gonna film today. No, we're just planting beans. No big deal. Finished them up. I folded my planter, folded my wings back around. As soon as I did, she snapped in half. Just snapped and sat down. So I managed to get a chain and kind of get it picked up enough to get it back up there to the shop. Yeah, I did drag her on the ground. You can see the mark. Got it held up right now, and yeah. Gonna try to figure out how to take it apart to weld it back together. I'm gonna need to get some blocks and chalk the tires on it. Do that first. Gotta chalk the tires on the planter, because I'm gonna be unbolting them 2 bolts right there. As you can see, the 2 bolts on the side right where it's bent at. Gotta take those 2 bolts out and take the tongue off the drawbar of the planter. And get this front piece off. Try to weld her back together. So that's what you think. You think, man, we're so close to being done. We're gonna be done early this year. It's gonna, woo, you know, might even take 1, maybe 2 full days off. Ain't doing that now. Yeah. Gonna do this. I'm gonna do it by myself too. Why is that? Got Jesse cutting more hay. We picked up some hay ground from the neighbors that said we could, if we wanted to cut it, we could have it. It's late, and that hay is already went to seed, but it's got a bunch of summer grass coming up in it, so we're cutting it, or he's cutting it. Dad's out of pocket today for his job, and I'm here by myself. And I think it's getting close to like 5 in the evening. Let me check time. No, it's like 4:30 in the evening. So maybe if I quit jaw jacking and start working on this thing, we can get it apart and get it fixed before it gets too late. So I'm gonna go find some stuff, you know, blocks, jack. Man. So it's supposed to look like this, nice and straight. See, it bent it up a little bit right here and right here when it broke. I got jack on it. Also have a stack of blocks wedged up there, and I've let it down to where it's on the blocks, and I'll tighten the jack back up. I got the back wheels blocked up too. So I need to pull 2 bolts off this side, 2 bolts off that side. Then hopefully I can just set the tongue down. I'll probably have to undo hydraulic lines. We'll figure it out. Got her back together. It's late. I'm dirty and hot. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.
It's 6 o'clock here. I'm about 2/3 that way this field. Park here in Shade, man, give me a drink, and in the bathroom right over, so I go check it out real quick. But park in Shade, let the tractor cool off some. It's not running hot, but going to let it cool off, let the cab cool down a little bit. The air conditioner's still working, it's just blowing a little warmer at times. So, got about 2/3 way cut through here. I got basically this hillside up here left. I'm done with what's back here behind me. I think I'll be done before dark. Everything holds out. I have a tractor back to the house. Yeah. Yeah. We got one broke thing today. I don't need to break anything else. Just the planter's broke. Keep this thing together. So that's where we're at. Making progress. Trying not to get too hot. Tractor's not running hot, so that's good. Temperature gauge is staying low. Well, it's staying low for today. It's running about 3/4 of the way up. It's not hot as I think it'd be compared to how hot it is. And it is still hot out here. It ain't cooled off yet. Yeah, hot. Way too hot. And I like hot weather, but it's way too hot today. Looking at the forecast a while ago, it looks like I'm calling for rain today's Tuesday. It's to start raining, chance of rain again Sunday night, and like a 50% chance of rain every day this week, which will work out good because our corn ain't tasseling yet. Ours is about, looks what I've seen and drove by and looked at, ours is about 10 days of tasseling. So the high's supposed to be in the upper 80s to low 90s next week with rain every day. So about 100, that'd be perfect time for tasseling. If you want tassel next week, get out of this heat. Because we are starting to see a little heat stress on our corn. Some of our corn is starting to twist some. But if we get a rain Sunday, we'll be okay. It won't hurt too bad. We'll knock it back some, but it shouldn't hurt us too much. At least our corn ain't tasseling right now. Tasseling right now would be a bad thing as hot as this. Basically, got this field done. Back up. Got a few more little circles here. Knock the center out. We'll be done. I'll go back and get this eighth of an acre field up here, and we'll be done with everything. So, fingers crossed, I'll be done with it tonight. Looks like I'll make it right now. I forgot how many little bitty terraces were in this field. Terraces in it. So, I think I rake this like 5 different ways where I used to rake it. I used to rake around terraces. So, we'll see about raking it. I'll start raking it tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to leave you guys here. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Make sure you guys have a good night. And good Lord willing, we'll catch you on the flip side. Until next.